said you started streaming? Okay. I can't really.
I mean, you're gonna hear us rage a bit because we have an AFK rage quit dog support.
Sadly, I'm gonna lose my my tower, I think.
Yeah. Maybe we can fight it. Maybe, actually. They're gonna walk up.
Morgana's
Let's
gonna
see,
take
let's see if
it.
they stay. Let's see if they stay. Oh, yeah. I'm going. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, you ready? Ready?
Mhm.
Get it. You get buff, maybe?
Oh,
Oh,
Shaco's there.
unlucky. Close.
If I had Collector, I would have been able to kill them, I think. Like I said, I don't know anything about TD Curse. I don't know exactly what they're doing. No, I say no. We can still win this game easily. Meds fed. We had Cho'Gath's fed. I'm still in this game. I'm behind, but I'm still in the game. And no matter if Brand joins back or not, we still get mitigated LP. If we lose, so.
They can't farm my jungle.
Syndra's bot.
Level to 9. 5 seconds. Looking for Syndra.
Did she get out? Yeah, she gets out, I think. Oh.
Nice.
I don't know how Cho'Gath is hardcore losing top.
I think he just doesn't win push.
Yeah, I don't know. They're definitely winning push and then just getting absolutely shit stomped.
Oh, that's dead. Good one, though. Still good. Maybe. She has no flash. Playable.
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah. I can defend mid. No, they're getting bot lane. They're just having a bot lane rotate to things, which makes sense. Since they are ahead. But what's nice is that since MF lethality, she has no auto damage. She has to rely on her abilities.
Keep in mind, Shiku can one-shot you.
Yeah, I know. Crap.
Try to catch the Mundo.
Yeah,
It's really
I'm
the only
coming.
play we have. I'm gonna go around. You front spike it. It's good.
Once I get my third item, I'm gonna do
Very
a
close.
hella
Very
damage.
close.
I'm close to. Yeah, I'm like 700 gold or 800 gold away. Oh, Shaco's on you. I can't help you.
Yeah.
Okay, I just instantly just died because I can't move. That's so cool. Fun game. Good job. Even though I had boost of swiftness, it didn't
My
matter.
dear
I still got
mercenary.
slowed.
Are you awake?
Did MF flash?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
I know Syndra flash same time as me.
I know I'm like almost the same order as MF.
Come find me.
So MF is no longer a big deal, to be honest.
The power of the once mighty ancients is now mine. I will bring the truth to
Who's
the
that? Is
world
that Cho'Gath? Cho'Gath's
before
dead.
the sand is stained with more blood.
He dies.
Your efforts are but in vain. Simply accept what fate has in store.
Sucks because we're using the
I await you at the edge of the world.
We can drop this mid inhibit, it won't matter. No stun. One for one.
Okay, team. We're just gonna let Mundo do that? Like, what?
be ready. Drake's in a minute. We have to fight it.
We have to get mid prio. I'm coming to
Oh.
help.
Right.
Oh. He's full HP. Crazy. Yeah, we're not doing so good.
Get this. Get this. I'm out. I'm out. That's right. It's just that here. Up the mill.
Oh, that sucks. We tried.
Why?
I tried.
My God.
Oh, we had 2 AFKs? Cool. Oh no, we did. We had 1.
And it continues. Yeah. Shaco did 9k damage. Shaco's such a useless fucking champion. This guy did 9k damage. I did 20,000 damage. So useless. Is it really main jungle?
Hello?
Welcome back.
My game crashed.
Unlucky. No, 4v5, dude. Inting brand support.
Like I get like not knowing how to play your champion to the point
Dodge.
where
You
just
dodge.
giving up
If
and
you're
dying.
Nah, if you're autofilled and you know you're gonna int, you just dodge.
Yeah, like he didn't even like attempt to play the game. He was just dying. So that's the thing that irritated me the most. Like
Those
he wasn't
1-5
walking up.
was AFK. Like the retard that he is.
If he didn't end, I would have single-handedly won that lane with you ganking. Oh well, it happens. Aren't you on that team, Bardo?
No,
Were you on that
Uh,
team?
I was with the Eclipse.
Let's see how much OP I lost. Like 5. Not that much. Briefing, leave the game, and rank manipulation. What's crazy is this guy's a support main. Did you hear that, Bardo?
Yeah, I'm telling you, everything like if it's not a tank support, they just run it down. Always, no matter what. I don't care who you are. If you're under diamond, if you play enchanters, you're dog shit. You're actually dog shit. You just are. Like you don't know how to position correctly, so you're just gonna int.
Well,
Some
that's the
people
thing. He
may
wasn't
just
even
go
he wasn't even like attempting to position correctly. He was just staying there taking the cues.
They're all bad. They're all bad. Like I swear, every non-tank support player that's like below diamond, dog shit.
What made me mad is
All
what made me mad is I came back in the game. I came back.
But it didn't matter. It was too late. Mundo was already ahead. TD, yes, TD Curse went through a lot. They lost their top laner, I think. Which I think.
It's always been pizza.
No, I think Pizza quit.
Oh, did he?
I could be wrong, but I thought he quit TD Curse because he couldn't play with the team. They just weren't listening to him.
I mean, he's always been like the one consistent lane, to be honest. He actually held his own in Plats. It was actually good. He would at least go even at best win lane.
He's a really good player.
He is.
He just has faults like everyone else does.
Oh, they didn't count it. Okay, that's all it was. Did not count the win that Katie had it.
Wait, why not?
They should be 3-8 or standing.
They're not winning? Or maybe it just hasn't been updated.
Yeah. I think we have a chance to make. We have a chance to do what we really do as a team. It's just we need to, like, I don't know, listen to calls. Make sure we play on the right page.
What do you think the biggest flaw?
Well, one of our biggest problems is we never really had a roster that got a solid roster. Originally a top laner couldn't make it because he didn't have enough games. He needs like 300 games or something like that, which was Jones. So we had to find it. So we had Hoodie playing the top lane, and I love Hoodie to death, but his competitive top lane is not good. Trashy doesn't really want to play jungle. And then now he plays Gab. Since Gab missed more than just one practice and a game day, so that just, it's not good team ethics. And then we had to replace Decipher because Decipher did the exact same thing. He didn't get games in, missed a game, and so we benched him and put in Croc, which has been good, even though I have more synergy with Decipher. Croc's been really good as well. I don't know, I think one of the other issues is that our Hoodie doesn't want to play jungle as well. He wants to go to ADC. So like we have two players that don't want to play the jungle role. I feel like that's also an issue.
That's the so-called complication. People don't play their role.
Like they're play it, and they've been playing it, but I don't know. It's like it's hard to explain.
It sound that also like
Literally, people don't want to admit it, but there are some in this world that literally just burn the role.
Oh, trust me, I know how that feels. I personally think both of them are really good in the jungle, and they just need proper coaching, and they'll be even better. But the issue is, I don't know about Trashy in general. I don't know.
I can talk about Trashy because I spent the whole split of UL just looking at every jungler's gameplay, and for his level he's good. He's solid. He understands tempo. He understands jungle mechanics, jungle timers, right? The issue is it's not how he plays. It's rather he's being forced into a playstyle that isn't his strength. Trashy is a really good carry jungler and also bruiser jungler, which is the current meta. A lot of, especially like in this elo, very easy to just pick up Zen, Vi, Whoop, Jarvan, and so on, right? However, we're into stuff that he's not comfortable. Rather, he didn't invest as much time into things like a Sejuani and so on. And so he's being forced into playing tanks when that's not his strength. Especially with
Yeah.
jungle, it's like super meta focus in a team environment. Like Zen is busted, Pantheon as well. Like, and our jungler plays it. Why not lean towards that? Why not allow him to like explode in early games so we can
That's mostly
find the drafts?
also.
Most of the drafts.
Our coach has been busy lately too, so like it's kind of hard to get coaching with the team in general because Pablo's like super busy like doing like his work stuff or he's out of town. So I get what you mean because I agree. I think Trashy is really good on carry jungles. I think one of the also like benefits now is that we have Atomic, and Atomic likes to play tanks, so that does help as well. I usually play scaling ADCs, so like we don't really worry about bot as much.
Yeah, this is for Titan, right? TDIDK. When was the last time Trashy played?
Personally, every single game we went up against, we lost to our own negligence. Like it wasn't like we lost because of we got shit on. No, we lost because we outplayed ourselves. Like that's what it felt like. I have not met so far a single bot lane besides maybe like one game or two games that was impressive. They all felt like they're on the same level, which is pretty good. I like having a balanced bot lane meta. Like I like having balance in the game. It's more fun that way. But I haven't seen any other like ADC or support that's outshined. At least me and Croc, or me and the Cypher. I'm not saying they're not good. I'm just saying, like me personally, like it felt like I felt like everyone was like on the same level of play, which is nice.
I do think that Atomic, I feel like he has a great champion. So like, the only way to get Trashy to get on his more technical champ is to make a comic play his less technical champ.
Well, Atomic like tanks. Atomic's like Scion. He likes Shogath. He likes well, Set's not really a tank, but Set's technically a tank. He likes Set. He likes Orin. Like he'll play those champions. He likes those champions.
And some late game thing.
Yeah. I think the most issue is that, again, I think the main issue is that like Trashy doesn't want to play jungle. Like he's burnt out on jungle. So I get it, you know, like if you're burnt out on a role, you don't want to play the role anymore, I get it. But I don't think it's just the role in general. I think it's the team dynamic. We came in. Well, yeah, that too. But I think the issue is that we came in and we didn't have a roster when we came in. Like our roster wasn't completed. And then like throughout the whole tourney, that we change our roster so much
Yeah,
that
maybe
like
9 plus changes to your roster.
yeah, it's so hard to deal with. It literally is. It's super hard to deal with. I think the only players that have been the same but now not has been actually I'm the only player that stayed in the original like spot. Everyone else has been either replaced or moved around.
And I'll agree. Proper coaching. Like, yeah, people will get like burnt out. But the weird thing is, with Zoilo, people like to
I get you. Yeah, no, I get it. People like to see immediate results than slow, steady like training. And trust me, that and immediate results like helps and stuff. I get that, but how do I explain it? Outside of a season, yes, that's perfectly fine. But we're in game time. You need immediate results, and that's the issue. Like, if we want to make playoffs, we have to have immediate results in our gameplay, and we have to step it up a notch. We are considered one of the worst teams in the league. So,
Only behind individuals one
but what's crazy is that like our stats, if you look at our stats, our players have high stats, but we're still one of the worst players, like worst team in the league. Like we have good stats, but we can't play together as a team. Like we don't have a good coherence. And I think, like again, I said before, I don't think that's due to our play styles. I think it's just due to us not, wanting to play roles, or we don't play enough, or we don't show up on practice days, or like stuff like that. Yeah. We practice on Sundays. Like we had a practice a Sunday and it went really well.
That's not enough.
But yeah, we practice 1 day a week because
That's not enough.
Hoodie's on a it's not enough. I agree. But Hoodie's on another team, so he practices on Thursdays. Gab's schedule, I don't know what it is. So like she was never available. Atomic, I don't know his schedule. Croc is available every day. I'm available every day besides Mondays and Wednesdays.
Unfortunately, y'all need to scrim at least 3 times a week.
Like, I think a good balance.
I think two.
No,
two
and
in one
honestly,
game.
I think one scrim day, like outside of like official games, one scrim day, and like 2 days of practice, and that's like
two
flex.
days of practice, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
just
think
get the reps.
me
in.
personally, because I'm a captain of another team for TD. Is TD Handsome Man, which is kind of funny the name. But
That's
how I'm going to do the practice is I'm going to have game day, of course. We're going to do one scrim day, one practice day, and a 1 day for VOD review.
That's fine.
And I feel like that's fair.
Or like adamantly trying to learn
Yeah.
instead of just
No, yeah, no, exactly. And then that's where the coach will come in, of course. And like I said before, at the moment, like we have a coach, but he's been super busy. And I get it; it's summertime, people get busy. Heck, I worked 47 hours last week, so
I mean, in that case,
and the week before that, I worked 60.
yeah, but to be honest, I mean, if
Well,
you're
being honest, real life is more
Well,
important
no,
than games.
it's rather for like the coaching. Like I feel like if you want to take the responsibility of coaching, because there isn't like money at stake. I feel like a coach, right? Like because it's not your money. You're there to assist the team.
That's true too.
Like Hoodie put money at stake in order for the team to be, to win, or at least to improve, right? And if you make the commitment of, okay, I will help these 5 players to incredibly improve because I am higher elo, I'm gonna commit to it. But being too busy, I mean, in that case, just don't sign up. Don't make that kind of commitment to begin with, right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's not
I
fair- it's
totally agree with
There's
that.
it's not fair to Hoodie. Like, I'm gonna use my time with Tidal. Like Rainy, he made himself incredibly available to us, and it's largely thanks to him why we were able to win. Like we had our ups and downs, but he was invested in it, and that was because he was available. Like, and that, despite like having to work and like going to school, like he always found time to just answer our questions, and whether it's like a VOD review, or he would tell us, okay, send me the VOD, I'll look at it in my own time, and then I'll come back to you with notes. I think it's too easy to say, oh, I don't have time. If you're invested, you make time. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. You
Yeah,
care
'cause-
about something you are invested for. You should make.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. I'd like to. I just can't. Right now.
Like it shouldn't be like a one. I show up on the Discord once a week. I draft for them. I explain to them like 5 minutes what they should play, and I talk to them between games for like 5 minutes. For me, that's not. Anyone can do that.
Literally.
No, I get you. But I don't know. I guess we have different points of views because I still think like real life is more important than like a video game. But you do make a good point. You know, Hoodie did put his money down, and maybe that's a question for TD management to talk to each other about.
Yeah.
Is we need more reliable coaching, or we need to talk to our coaches and make more kind of not force them per se, but if you're gonna put in that position, maybe you should make more of a commitment than what people are. Because, for example, I was with Camper for so many years. I love Camper to death. He was a good person, but an awful coach. He really was. It was just the experience of him coaching was just bad, and it wasn't because like he didn't know what he was doing, but it was because he didn't know specifically with my role. He only knew jungle and top, and I feel like that's kind of useless if you already know like.
Even
No, yeah, that's true too.
lower it
All you need.
But that's not really true though, because I've been getting coaching from quite a few players actually, and I have seen an improvement in my gameplay, and I haven't made anything.
That's specific one-on-one coaching versus coaching.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's positional coaching, right? Like me, again, I'll go back to title on this. Not only me, but also like Frost. Like outside of Rainy, he would often lean towards Curry to ask him questions to practice 1v1s about mid lane specifically, right? Because as much as Rainy's good, like he knows his strengths, and he knows that like Curry can give him a lot more beneficial advice, right? Same thing for me. Same thing for me. During the title days, I was oftentimes asking for Lenny's advice on a play that I did in the jungle, whether it's in the scrim or official game or solo queue, and he would take the time to go over it with me and look at what I could have done differently, what decisions I could have made at that moment, and that's how you learn. Really, you can always ask for help. And I find out one coach. I think there should be an overall coach that helps the team, like with macro. But then I think every single, like maybe outside of specialties, I think every single team should
To
have.
be fair
more
though,
than
to be fair to TD, to be fair to Hoodie specifically, like this is Hoodie's first time running the org, like
Yeah.
first time with teams and tournaments, and I think he's done a fantastic job. He's been keeping up with all our, like not just like IDK, but he's been keeping track of other teams. He's been keeping track of his own team. He's been keeping track of the Discord itself. And I think he's, it's hard to put it all on one person.
Oh, I'm not putting it on him. No.
No, I know that. So I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe in the future they have like a person that has, a head management for coaching, and like keep track of the coaches and what they do, stuff like that. But other than that, I think he's been doing a good job for his first time taking over the org.
Yeah, 100%. But I also think like if I was onto the players, right? If like I'll use you guys as an example. You can demand, you can ask for coaches, right? And not just a Hoodie. You can ask.
Well, yeah, I'm in
outsourcing, right? Like you can.
a little tent
ask
or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little
exactly,
tent
yeah.
server. I asked for coaching for that one. Now my coach, Fish, kind of went hiatus. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm gonna put another form in there later on. But yeah.
Yeah, but see, my point is you can always outsource, right? You can always take initiative and look for coaching, like outside
I
of
also
the
have Sheep. Sheep's been up with my coaching as well.
Exactly.
And Sheep
Because,
is Diamond 2 at the moment.
I don't know for you, but for me, like when I join the team, like I always ask, like, okay, is there a coach? Will I get coaching specifically for jungle? Because like for my role specifically, I need an actual jungler in order to really dissect the small details of jungle. I think it's very hard to discuss the role at its like best. It's someone who doesn't play the role. And I always ask that when I join a team. I always ask, like, can I have a specific jungle coach? Because if you want me to improve, if you want me to win, this is what it's going to take. I think it's fair to demand that. Because at the end of the day, you want to win, right? And if you know as a player you need this to win, then ask for it. Damn, GG. Try. Dude, V Jungle did crazy damage. Oh, you weren't affiliates. Virgin. It's the Yasuo.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Are we on a break right now? Oh.
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah, again, just for the whole thing about coaching, I don't know for you guys, but like if I join the team and if I don't click with the coach, I just quit. And it sucks. It sucks to do it, but if I know that like I'm not gonna get what I need in order to win with the team, I don't see a point. I think it's better for as a player, you look for what you need elsewhere and you let someone else. Maybe someone else will be a better fit for that team.
I get that. I get that in a way.
I get that in a way, but I feel like if a person is taking their time to try to help the team out, you should give them the benefit of the doubt at least.
Well, I go via how much time they invest in it, right? Because even if you're busy, you can still find time. It takes 10 seconds to answer a text, right? If a player messages you, hey, I want to go over this, when are you free? Oh, I'm free for 2 hours, like say Sunday morning.
Yeah, no. Pablo does that. Pablo, like, he will make, like, if you ask him to make time, he would try to make time for you. I think that just the issue is that, like I said before, it's he's just getting busier with work and stuff. So, like, I get it that sometimes it's hard to make it, like, on game days during draft or on specific practice days. Like, I get it. I feel like if that's the case, then maybe the team itself should change the practice days. Maybe we should have changed our practice days instead of made it on a specific day.
Sunday,
Ask.
unless like
What?
who goes out on Sunday? Like I think Sunday is fine.
That's true. But like I said before, I think we have a big chance of 2-0ing. I think all the players on the team are really good in my eyes. I think we have no bad players. I think we just need to just buckle down, stop being afraid on some calls, listen to calls, and play the game.
I mean, you have to be on the same page.
Yes.
That's one thing.
Well, not just be on the same page. Like,
What?
I stay on the same page as a team, whether it's good play or a bad play, whether live from it or die from it. Do the play together.
yeah, exactly. And that's where like we struggle with a lot. where we will call a play, and then for some reason, I'm gonna use Atomic and like Gab as a good example, or like sometimes Croc. We'll be like, hey, we're gonna go do Baron, and for some reason, 3 players are roaming the Baron, but like Gab will be saying mid for whatever reason. Don't say anything or anything, just stay mid, and then we all die, and we're just like, well, we're like, why were you with us? And then they'll be like, oh, that's a bad play. But it's like, it doesn't matter, it's a bad play. Our shot caller called it. You need to listen to it. And then after the games, we talk over it. And then our coach will tell us if it's a bad play or not. That's how I view it. Because your coach is gonna tell you if it's a bad play or not. Your
Yeah.
coach is gonna be like, look at it like, hey, this is why it's a good play. This is why you should have rotated. Or hey, this is why it's a bad play. This is why you should have rotated. I feel like if you just, like, I guess you could say be on the same page, but it's not even the same page. It just listen. Like, it's not hard. Open your ears. Listen. Like, get things done. Like, I don't know why League of Legends players make it so hard. Like, the most simplest thing in League is to, like, not just, like, of course, people say the most simple thing in the League is your mentality. But I feel like after that is just listen. Like, especially when it comes to comp. How do you think all these pro players do so well? It's because they listen. They don't care if it's a bad play or not. They listen. And then when they don't, you can see it in their pro play. Like, for example, AO almost beating G2. Or G2, or I mean not G2. AO almost beating Gen G, and Gen G losing game 1 to G2, which is also considered the worst team in the whole MSI. But anyway, yeah.
Which is also the craziest statement. But that's another.
No, they are. They are considered the worst team in MSI and in bracket play. Not play-ins, because of course the play-in teams are worse. But in bracket play, G2 is considered the worst team because they were the first team to get 3-0'd. But anyway, that's a different story. And it rules. Okay, but anyway, I really think we do well. Like I said, if you look at stats, I think we all individually do extremely well. I think we have high hopes, like, for winning, at least making the playoffs. I really think we can take the entire thing. That's how high hopes I have for the team. I think we can win it all if we just buckle down and play. I trust Hoodie. I know Hoodie's a phenomenal player, no matter what role he plays in. Besides top, I feel like his top is. I feel like he likes top. I understand he likes top, but the way that he likes to play top is not how this meta works. So like, it just bites him in the butt.
I still think his best role is jungle. His best role is jungle by far. It's always been jungle.
His ADC is getting really good though.
Yeah. Oh, not to take it away. It's just he can play from ahead. He can play from behind. He has so much agency over the game, and he just understands how to win. He just knows how to win so efficiently on jungle.
I
Kind of the opposite. Like, he needs a lot of resources. He does not play from behind. He has to find his place. Like,
I can see that. But I think like that's also like just defending Hoodie as an ADC player. That takes a lot of time to learn. It's being able to play from behind.
the hardest
I don't think, yeah, I can see it as the hardest role, but I can also see how it's one of the easiest roles to play because technically, all we really have to worry about as an ADC main is to farm, get items, and then do damage when we team fight. I think that's where people. Well, no, yeah, no, I get, that is true.
Start capping small
Yeah.
over and they get really aggressive. So that second, third wave, they feel like or eight won't be able to take it anymore because all of a sudden you have a jungler that's constantly
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Which makes them easier, apparently.
But no, I think given time, Hoodie can be a good ADC.
I mean,
But
he
I do
made
like him in the jungle
semifinals,
too.
right? He made semifinals with me in LXC, so he's got.
I think Trashy is also a really good player. I think Trashy beats himself. He beats himself up too much. I think Trashy's a phenomenal player. I think Trashy can be a good jungler. I've seen him jungle countless times. But I also have seen him play mid extremely well as well. So he proved he can play mid, and he proved he can play jungle. So he has that going for him. Atomic, I think Atomic's a great top laner. I have only seen Atomic ran it down like 4 times. Other than that, he's usually either going even or winning in his lane, which is great. What else? I guess the only critique I would have with Atomic is that he needs to ward more. But that's the same thing with us with bot lane. We need to ward more. We don't put enough wards. Croc, I really have nothing bad to say about Croc.
those big guys.
Yes and no. I would say ADC relies more on support than jungle. I think jungle does help secure the lane quicker. But if your support knows how to engage space, keep the other ADC from like walking up, then that right there is all you need. You don't need a damn jungler. Like I just played in a ranked game with Bardo, where my support decided to just stand there and did nothing. And so Morgana just had all the pry on the lane. She's like, I'm just gonna walk him and stand there, and you can't walk up now. And it just took me out of the early game. Like, yes, the jungler is there for agency. Yes, the jungle can help. But I think the jungle is more supportive when it comes to the mid laner and comes to the top laner.
Overall, depends on the wave state.
Yeah, it depends on wave state, of course. I know, like mid is harder to gank for them.
Depends on
And
wave
I-
state.
Yeah. And I know that top sometimes can be a little frustrating. But
You could have a shit team if this were them. You could have a lot of teams that's efficient. And as long as they're in a spot where they can even if they do have less, have enough damage, not regardless. Because of how the wave
Yeah, and sometimes like players just play so greedy, and I'll refer to like the latest in-house we had, like I think it was Saturday. Yo, okay, it was funny. We had Frost playing Annie mid. I was playing jungle Wukong, and he was against Boss Basilius, right? Like, you know, I think he peaked like GM or something like that, right? And this guy was playing so cocky in front of his face. I ganked him 3 times from the same bush, and he died every single time. So and he died exactly the same. I was just pressing R on a repeat, and he just kept dying and dying and dying. And he's like, he was getting tilted actually towards his teams, like jungle diff or whatever, right? However, it just goes to show that even higher elo, like the Apex tiers, like they still make these. They play cocky, right? Like they'll just play up in the lane, and you know, like it doesn't matter. Your rank almost doesn't matter. Like you can still get punished. Again, GM and dice to the same bush 3 times in a row. I'm talking about like I was pressing R off cooldown, so about like 110 seconds approximately every single time. It was actually kind of funny. But yeah.
do you have any
Yeah.
questions for me since I am on IDK, like Lane Pacific or anything like that.
What are two checks that I
What's that?
need you to be more vocal about where you think the jungler like just ask the question. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that'll just improve like where you stand.
That makes sense. Yeah. I did have to say my positioning has been bad in some of the games.
Like I'm looking at it and I'm all like, some of these deaths can be averted if you just ask the question why there's a jungler or where's the jungler at, guys?
Now that okay, there has been issues, I have to say, in the past. We finally solved them, where I get told where the jungler's at, and I position myself at, but I get chased down by some of their players, and then my teams they all go in, and it's left me to die. I'm like, guys, we can't leave the ADC to die like this. Like, we have to help. But we have solved that problem because Pablo jumped our butts about it.
You know, it sucks to say, but I not to say that it's your responsibility to know where the jungler is. It's good if you know it, like based on like just overall game knowledge, but that should fall onto your jungler and support to track the jungler.
Yeah, the track to junglers and make sure the
It's not
jungler
hard.
keeps
It's not hard.
off.
It's not hard.
But yeah, though that was a conversation we had where Pablo got onto us about basically peeling for the ADC or peeling for the mid laner or peeling for anyone who's like ahead, for example. And in a lot of games, I do get ahead, but we weren't doing that, and as you can see, a couple times I died. But I do know the one series we won though. I carried game 1, and then we had Atomic and Hoodie carry game 2. Mm-hmm.
So when that happens, you kind of do have to position yourself in a way that's self-sufficient. Whether it is repositioning entirely in a fight after getting away from one of their like tanks or one of their divers, and just replaying the fight from your hand in that way. Because some people, and I ain't gonna say every time, you know what I'm saying, that you can straight up be will literally just ignore the
Yeah. And that's where we had a conversation. We are cooking up a lot of things. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm super hyped to play. I do know that I'm probably never ever gonna get Caitlyn again in Titan, which is okay. It's sad, but she's one of my favorite champions.
I feel like Woven, like
Uh-huh.
if you've noticed this tendency that they just like abandon you when they walk forward, just yell at them. Tell them, guys, I need you to stand in front of me or else I cannot walk up. Like literally just demand it. Don't ask. Say, guys, you are standing in front of me so I can deal damage.
That's what
Just tell 'em.
Pablo
Just tell
said too. Pablo says I'm too nice for an AD carry.
You have to demand.
that's
But you have to be selfish. You just have to be selfish, right? Like, or
kind of do have to where the fuck they can get it. Because if you don't, that's just going to be the modifier. What's going to happen with not just from like how people play the fight, but I
Yeah, no, that is true. Um, especially like the champions I play. I like to play more scaling type ADC lately. I think I found my foothold in this game. I think that was a long time I was struggling to figure out like what champions I like, and I think I finally figured out what champions I like. I like to sit back, farm, scale, get items, carry the game late, like mid to late game. If I can get kills early and stuff like that, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm not saying, you know, I don't like it, but I think that's, you know, great to do that. But I do like the feeling of like late game scaling champions. The only champion I don't like playing, and Hoodie loves them, is Smolder. I think Smolder's boring as hell. I don't know how people can play that champion.
Bro, he's sure his early game is, you know, kind of, you know.
Well, his
he
early
just
game's bad.
eats away.
His early game's bad.
Wait.
No, I know it is. Like, same thing with like Sivir, same thing with like Zeri. Like, their early games are bad, but like I have more fun playing Sivir and Zeri than I do Smolder. I don't know why. Smolder's just so boring to me.
Bro, but you do so much damage, crazy damage.
No,
You would
I agree.
You would love Smaller.
I'm kind of excited for the new champion though. The new champion looks really fun. And it looks like it's up my alley.
Inara is going to be a lot of players. It's gonna be one of those champions someone dies. And when you press R, you'll come in melee.
Shoot Kamehameha wave. I love that analogy.
It's true though. You gather your bowls in your hand, shoot you a light. Tell me that's not a Kamehameha wave.
No, you're right. It is. It is Kamehameha wave. Ooh, let's see. When you attack.
Feel like you gathered a nice civilization. I'm gonna talk about getting hurt. Nation.
I don't know exactly. So who's on TD Kurtz?
Okay, so it's Pizza, and you got Fizzy jungle, you have Solomon mid,
Okay.
you have Riven and Barbaric something bot lane.
Okay.
Now that they
So you have a
revamped-
pretty solid roster.
now yes now yes yeah exactly. So Riven and Barbaric, like, they're so good. They were, if I remember well, they were essentially from TD Blast that they just mixed both teams, and this bot lane's just good. Like, Riven's been smurfing like team fights, and they always win lane, which is good. Like, ever since they changed up the roster, like after I left.
What
It is
type
what
of does their bot lane like to play? Like, do they like scaling, aggressive?
Play aggressive,
They-
flag, scaling, play really whatever.
Vayne,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Vayne. Literally, Riven just picks Vayne. I think Barbaric likes to play like Karma or like Lulu or something like that.
Okay.
Like, to protect Riven, and Riven just like shines. Like, I think he's got like a couple quadra kills during their games, or even a penta maybe. But their identity is clear. You know, play for bot lane.
So who do you guys think is the weakest player on the team?
I don't think
Like no, not like who? Yeah. So like, do you like why do you think Solomon is like? Because I have seen Solomon play in in houses and stuff, and I think he does extremely well in in houses. I haven't seen him do bad in in houses.
And like I saw this like no claim at all. Great player, but he will stand in situations where, like, let's say the macro call is to go towards Drake, right? He'll do a similar thing
Uh-huh.
that Gab does, where like he'll stand in either a side or mid, and like it'll just give sometimes the team information
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of problems with like league players in general. I've noticed, like especially in IBSG, I haven't really seen as much in the higher elo players because usually they know better. But players have a tendency to just walk up without vision, and it's like like one of the crucial things when I was coached by Curry is the vision line. Vision line is your best friend. Learn it, love it, obey it.
Literally, once you see a word and or a line of vision that you see where people can come from, if you go past that point, you are telling yourself and the rest of the team, I may die. But if you stay behind that whole vision line, everyone knows that you are safe. Everyone knows that you can't just be ran at unless they go through our vision, all of our vision. And if they do that, we have all of the information.
Exactly.
The problem with league players and that is that some people will know their strength and they'll gamble, right? They'll think, oh, even if I don't have vision here, they shouldn't come to me. They should go to the objective with the arrow, grub, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden they get ganked by 3 people. And then they go, wait, why aren't they here? Well, did you look at where you are? Like your ward is back towards T1 tower. Like whether it be top side or bottom side, whatever. You're touching T2, poking at jump down, wondering why 3 people pulled up on your head. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the biggest point that a lot of people need to just not do. They need to do exactly what Curry said and just play along with your vision. There's no need to walk forward when not only you are ahead, your team is ahead, and you guys have all the time in the world to take objectives and just scale. A lot of people will just take that unnecessary fight that just costs them their lives, their whole team, the advantage, everything. Then the game goes from this was a simple macro to now we have to scrap our way to the end. That's how loyal. Like, I ain't gonna say everybody is like that. There are some people who really value, hey, we can't push you. We need to be careful in case. You know what I'm saying? But not a lot of people feel that. That's the sad part about NA. Well, actually, not even NA. It's about league in general. Because you'll even see sometimes master and grandmaster players do the same thing as silver gold players. And you'll be like, but they had vision.
Well, yeah, dude. Like as I told you about Bass, dies 3 times to the same gang from the same bush. Happens to anyone.
I will admit, we ourselves as players need to start taking more accountability for our own actions instead of always blaming others. That's really how you find the end of the day. You ask yourself, did I lose this game, or did I do everything I could and it was just awful? And
Yeah.
a lot of people,
I think also a lot of players need to stop trying to copy the pro players.
that's true.
I feel like that is a major thing. Where because they're pro players, they've been playing this game professionally a lot longer than any of us have. Like probably not game wise, but you guys understand what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. But
Yeah, especially for our elo, like
No, go ahead, go ahead.
okay, I was just gonna say for our elo, like it's really more comfort, you know, like you know your players have a limited tempo, just play comfort. Don't try to get fancy. Don't try to get too cute with oh like this is really strong, and I played it twice in ARAM and it was super strong, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
try
so-
it. Like stick to what you're comfortable on, so that way you just focus more on the game rather than your own mechanics, because you saw this once or twice in a game and you tried it out in ARAM. You know.
Also, like, I guess it's a kind of a dig at Hoodie. Stop role swapping.
Yeah, that's a big
Like-
problem with that. Yeah. Everyone likes to roll swap around.
Everyone likes to
Not
role swap.
playing.
Don't get me wrong. I hate ADC. I hate it with a passion. This role frustrates me the hell out of me. Like again, I just had a game where I had a brand that was AFK for no reason. But what's cool is that I'm able to learn to play from behind and come back in the game. I almost came back. We almost, you know, even though we lost, we almost like was able to come back in the game. But I feel like you're never gonna learn the game correctly if you keep on role swapping.
I feel especially for you.
And this is the dig at Riven. I mean, not Riven. Riven on Curse. That person, that man, has switched from mid, the top, the jungle, to ADC. Just pick a role. Please. It's not hard.
I really want to say you gotta touch that role at least like more than just certain times. Yeah, you gotta go
And-
for 100, maybe even 200.
More, dude. Or depending on the role, right? But like some roles they require so much time to really like get the hang of it.
So going back to TD Curse. So their strongest lane is the bottom lane. as
Now
you
it's
said,
the bottom
and
lane,
then
yeah.
their weakest lane is their mid lane, which is understandable. By the way, you said they were playing. How do you think the team can complement with the weakness and strength they have?
Now, okay, go ahead.
It's hard to say about gamers, right, when it comes to their straight up roster power. Like I'm not saying that they have weird levels, but I feel like all of them need to do just for him to like just go easy. And that's not
Okay.
like
Yeah,
me
that's
knocking
true.
him. That's just how I've seen him play. Like he's a good matchup, and he just won't get.
How are the games looking? Is he like feeding every game? Is he going to even every game? Or was he winning every game?
That I saw, it seems like he is not like straight up beating them for them. It looks like it was a upset fight. Communication within all, because sometimes all of them have the most depth. Sometimes Izzy has the most depth. Sometimes Riven don't have the most depth. I think it literally is the same
well, they've been smurfing the past two series. They've been playing very very well together. Like Solomon died once. He had a KDA of 11. The other game he had a KDA of 10. Again, only died once. He went deathless on Syndra. Then he only died twice on Galio, but they ended up winning. But rather, this is like the two series they had last week, right? Before that, like we were, I think, what 0-4. I mean, there was a lot of things going wrong when I was still on the roster, right? Even before that, they switched it up. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily clear what the problem was because it stemmed from players being unavailable to practice. So sometimes we'd go into a week without any practice with one another, which really really sucked. And that just sometimes just it translates into game, right? When you don't feel as confident because you haven't played with your, let's say, more than like 2 weeks. You're like, okay, wait, what do you play again? Kind of like what we were talking about, like with IDK, about just having reps, and we didn't always have the best reps for
Who's your coach?
for our games. It's Mellow, but that's another thing that I don't want to get into.
Who's Mellow?
Exactly.
Like, is he a high elo player,
Exactly.
low elo player?
No. I'll just leave it at that. There's no need to
Okay.
discuss it. Ask around. You
Okay.
ask. How this? You can ask yourself. But look, the coaching was, again. Remember what I told you about, like, me and coaches, right? Well,
Yeah.
You can take a yes. So,
Okay.
outside of that, yeah, bot lane, like they never got the synergy quite together. Fizzy and Kira, even though Kira's a great player, him and Fizzy just didn't really mesh together that well. I can say that for the weeks that I was on that roster, I think the most stable lane was Pizza. Ironically enough, like the gold silver player doing well, winning even in a plat league, he was the most stable lane. Mid was kind of hit or miss. Bot lane, they seemed disjointed. So, but that was like after I left, right? That was before I left. Then after I left, I guess they had their growing pains, putting Fizzy jungle, bringing in Riven and Barbaric. I think that this bot lane, they're definitely carrying not only like the game, but also the comms. I think that
This is
Barbaric,
a plat league going, right?
yes, it's in Titan.
Is it plat emerald or is it just plat?
It's platinum. Yeah.
So it's just plat? Okay.
Well, I think you can peak Emerald 3. I think I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think that one.
Okay.
That I just read. Emerald 3, I think. I can't remember if it was 75. The exact rule, I think. Or I know it's Emerald 3. That's a very high achievement. But I'm a part of TD Curse. Not having enough reps. All these roster changes.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
roster changes, like
I feel like that's
scheduling.
one of
It
the
was
issues
very
with,
wonky.
I think it's one of the issues with not just with TD, but with a lot of teams, is that you have to replace players, you have to do so much stuff. And I feel like what people need to do is just like, before they put a team in a league, you need to make sure that team, like the team you're putting in there, is actually going to stay together and actually going to play.
Yeah. TD Curse, it was definitely rushed because I remember we formed the team maybe 2 weeks before Titan started, maybe a week even, something like that. Like it was really a rushed team that we wanted to put together, and we didn't. Well, I was on that roster the first 3 weeks. We didn't even win one series. We won one game, and it was literally because me and Pizza just hard carried. like it was I think week 2. I was playing Vi, Pizza playing either Rumble or Renekton or something like that, or Mordekaiser, and we just like stomped. But that was the only game that we took, not series, just game. But outside of that, it was a big shit show. So, but I'm glad now that they're doing well with their new bot lane. Like, trust me, Riven and Bar carries.
Well, that's good. You know, it's good that they're realizing their mistakes and able to climb back up.
Yeah, they have a series tonight. I think if I remember well, they need to win this series, and they need someone else to drop a series. I don't remember exactly who in their division. Hold on, let me. Is there fifth? I'm not sure if they won the head-to-head, right? Because you need to look at the games played as well, not just like the series score. That's awesome. See, exactly. So, how Frost told me, he told me that they need to win 2-0, a clean 2-0, and then they need, I think it's 2 teams that need to go winless in order for them to go fourth, because fourth place is the cutoff for playoffs. So they need to win this week. It has to be a clean. There you go. So, yeah, exactly. See, so it's like it's possible that they make playoffs. They have to win regardless. They just have to win to up their chance. Exactly. Yeah, they can't afford to lose, so they have to win. They win, that's good, but their faith is not in their hands, sadly. Yeah. I wish I had Frost here, actually. Yeah. But if anything, ping Frost, because I know Frost, he knows a lot more about the current state of the league. As much for Gladiator and Divinity, he'd be able to tell you exactly like the stakes, like which teams need how many wins in order to pass them. Like he's been following the league like a lot more vividly than I have.
Okay.
But yeah.
I will say is if getting hurt, they're in playoffs.
No, it's fourth. They need
Oh, it's
fourth.
top four?
It's top fourth.
Okay. So if they
Do you think they can?
then
Do you think they
it'll
can?
be a gauntlet. It'll be if they win those two, due to the standings of the other group, it'll literally be a gauntlet. Yeah, it'll be a gauntlet. It'll be a gauntlet for who gets in playoffs.
Yo, that's spicy. Spicy. I want to see. I want to see pizza in bad playoffs. That sounds dope.
Yeah, Group A is lost. Yeah, Group A. There's no chance that any of the bottom teams may get a way in. I mean, there's a possibility that 4, 6 get a three-way tiebreak, and they do round robin selection, and whoever comes out on top between the round robin gets to go forward. The same thing with Group B, 3rd and 5th as well as 6th and 7th. Like if the games go pretty well for some of these teams, it'll be just tiebreak. These get seeded in Group B. Group C is the most wild, right? Because if Dill or TPO drop some games, then Monkey just flies, right? But if Monkey drops games with them, then what if these bottom teams literally get into a full swap? I ain't gonna
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna say it's gonna be like straight up. All I know is that it's gonna be a real brawl to make it forth.
Oh yeah. Fingers crossed.
Secret Space is the boss fight. It's a little hard. Undefeated squad. There's this little series that they need to they face the undefeated squad. I thought I was joking when I saw that. No. Yeah. They have no choice but they don't shit get off real fast. Oh wait,
Yo, Wolven, you.
wait, no, they already. Wait, they already.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, they rank 1 team. Yeah. They beat them. Yeah.
They
They
already
actually.
beat them. They literally just need Will Smith.
But what I heard from the Great Pines, like that team who was undefeated, like they weren't that good. They kind of had a very easy route to being undefeated, but apparently they weren't that great. Not to take anything away from them, it was still a clean 2-0. But I think like the group that CD Curse are in, it's like now the group of life. Now that team is not undefeated anymore, it just shakes up the standings. I'll be right back. Which one? For what?
It says in the server that they played JR last
Well, last week they played two. They had two rescheduled matches that they played within the same week. They played a Monday series, and then they played a series of Wednesday that was rescheduled from like 2 weeks prior. I mean, if you just look at the match results, you'll see the teams that they just beat.
I do see it.
Okay.
Yeah, they should have lost to White Rose.
I've never seen so many virgins in one call in my life.
Oh, hi.
Especially that one.
Yeah,
you're
totally.
here. There's an extra.
Dude, I wish I was a virgin. That way I wouldn't have a son.
Bro, you don't have a kid.
No, I don't, but I almost did.
With what? Another man?
Exactly. Oh,
Hey,
That's
that's
how that
possible.
works, Bardo. Well, I guess nowadays it might be, to be honest, but
Nowadays, yeah.
bro, a man can be anyone, dude. You can just claim it, and you're a man.